gonna do is some more Q&A.
Yeah.
Some questions and answers. The first time we did it,
even though I do it every now and again, she picks it up. But, you know, I'm doing better. I'm working on it. I'm working on me.
She's doing better.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, the first 30 days, let me tell you, so you can hop out of her inbox. Let me help you. When we first moved,
Gang with me. Look at this. I almost got this level right here. I almost got this and that. And she like, you sure did. So guess what? Guess what I did? I get to play my game. I get to include my wife. Play my game, include my wife.
I ain't playing no games with her.
Oh.
But either way.